What is up, my guys? Welcome back. Today we are reacting to a video, horror movies I could easily survive. I mean, let's see if I can survive them. I'm kind of a idiot, so... And this video is by Derek FDB. Let's get going.
You know, horror movies are one of the most loved and hated forms of entertainment to exist. I mean, it makes sense. They're scary. They even scare me sometimes. But something we've all done while watching a horror movie, whether you love them or hate them, is think to ourselves, I think I could survive this. Matter of fact,
true.
I know I could survive this. Today,
True. Every single horror movie that you watch, that goes through your mind. You're like, can I survive this? What if this happened to me? Now, I guarantee there are some movies where you're fucked. You're like totally, fully penetrated. You're fucked.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be spinning the block on more horror movies I could for surely survive. And as usual, I'll be giving you guys my strategy, my game plan,
Bro,
my
what if I've never
process.
seen some of these movies?
And obviously,
I'm cooked.
Some of the ones that I can't.
Scream.
First one up on the hit list.
Let me hear what he has to say
Ghostface
first.
from Scream. This dude is a pretty standard horror villain on the
Yeah,
surface.
I was gonna say, like, isn't this guy just a normal dude? Isn't he like just a normal dude with a knife? Like, okay, grab yourself. I don't know. What do I have in here? I got a fucking PS5 right here. I got my camera. Well, let's not do the camera. That was quite expensive. I got a Sprite here. Smash it right into that guy's fucking face. Stomp on his sack, dude. Like, he's just a normal guy. It's not like he's some entity or some demon that, like, can teleport and fucking have telekinesis. Like, this guy is just a normal dude wearing a mask because his wiener is small. Okay? Easy dub. Easy dub.
A masked man with a knife, no superhuman abilities, and can be taken out the same way any other regular human can be taken
Exactly.
out. A gun. Should be an easy one to deal with. But
Okay.
Whoa. Slow your roll.
What if I don't
makes
have
Ghostface
access
such
to a gun,
special and popular killer is one, the whole
"What's your favorite scary movie?"
thing, and two, he doesn't work alone. Ghostface is two, sometimes even three people working together. That's usually the whole twist with his movies. Ghostface sometimes...
Okay, fucking 2 people? You're telling me I don't have fucking 2 to 3 rounds in the fucking chamber?
Of being the love interest's parent, the love interest's dog. It could be anyone. You never know with this dude. And that means we have multiple killers on the loose, ladies and gentlemen, making this situation at the very least a 2v1 against me. What am I gonna do? Well,
okay, but they never strike at the same time, aren't they? And like, they always are in different places. They're not the same people. So like, I've never seen a Scream movie where there's 2 ghost faces trying to kill one person. So I don't think that's valid, right? Because they want to keep their identities hidden, right? They don't want to know that there's 2 of them.
Go one route and say these guys usually target specific people. So as long as I'm not near Sidney Prescott, Melissa Barrera, or Jenna Ortega, I should be good. But that would be boring. So let's just say Ghostface decides to target me because I don't know, I accidentally ran over Ghost Dog's mama. What do I do then? And my answer to that might surprise you. They're literally human, minus it.
Yeah,
like, yeah, it's a 2 or 3v1, but if you watch any of these movies, you know against these guys, that's more than winnable. Like I said a second ago, they're gun level. And it doesn't help that they don't often make the smart decision. They always start off intimidating. A killer you could actually be afraid of. But as we get closer and closer to the identity reveal, it's like they're losing brain cells.
Okay, so if he had a gun, if Ghostface had a gun, I feel like the percentage of me surviving drops probably like 50%, okay? Me as a non-gun owner, what am I supposed to do about that? If he comes in fucking with a shotgun, fucking blasts my dick off, like, there's nothing I can do about that. Now give me a gun and he only has a knife, I win. I win like fucking 10 times out of 10. The only time I don't win is maybe if the gun fucking jams up, but even then I would still beat the shit out of him.
Certain people live, they start becoming clumsier. This is exactly why I told people to stay off that galaxy, guys. And the dumbest thing they do is that since it's a personal beef, they always do this huge dramatic reveal to torment the victim or whatever. That's right, Derek. It was us.
Dude, I cannot see that guy. I cannot see that guy other than Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. Like, if he ever plays any other role, I'm gonna say that's Shaggy, not that's Ghostface who'd kill 1 million people. No, it's Raggy. I'm buff.
Possessed all along. Shut up. These dudes are just an aggressive scam likely call. I ain't sweating it. Unless they pull a JJK and jump me, I'm winning.
Ooh. Okay, well, first of all, he only preys on children, correct? I mean, obviously, he probably could kill an adult, but, like, he only feeds on children because they're easier to scare, and he feeds on fear, right? So if you're just not scared of him, which, I mean, is harder said than done, because, he can turn into anything that fucking scares you. So, this one, it's tough to say, but let's see what he has to say.
Pennywise, the killer demon clown. Now, a lot of y'all probably know this guy, and y'all know, unlike Ghostface, Pennywise has powers. He has the ability to create illusions, shapeshift, regenerate, and much, much more. He pretty much got the reality stone. And all this stuff on paper makes Pennywise an extremely formidable and difficult to beat opponent. Like, after watching him lose at the end of part 1 and seeing him come back at the start of part 2, you would think this dude is unbeatable. But we were wrong. We were all wrong, because all these reality warping powers Pennywise has all rely on one thing: fear.
Yeah,
that's right. You gotta be scared of this dude for him to really do anything to you. So if you're not afraid of him, this dude is practically useless. I was never one to be afraid of clowns. Like, no joke, I've played Roblox games that scared me more. I just always thought they were too silly looking to be scared of them. And that's no diss at someone who scared them. Trust me, I got some strange things that scare me too. I'm just saying, use a bit. Most I ever got to being scared of them was those 2016 clown sightings that were happening.
Dude, do you guys remember that shit? Do you guys remember the 2016 clown fucking era? What the hell? What's going on there? Who thought that was a good idea? Like, who thought that was a good idea? Did anyone, like, end up killing anyone from that? Hold on, I need to do some research. I need that answer questioned. What did I just say? I'm a fucking idiot. It says that one person was killed. But my source is ChatGPT, so I don't know if that's true.
Why I'm gonna be scared of a clown staring at me from a distance? What he gonna do? Throw a freaking pie at me? So if you put me against a clown that relies on me being scared of him, that's easy pickings. I mean, bro, you can practically bully this dude to death. A few mean words and he's out for the count. I grew up playing Prime COD, Prime 2K, and Prime GTA. So if it means survival, just know my slur bag run deep.
Candyman. All right, I have a fucking opinion about Candyman. Candyman was one of the worst horror movies that I've ever seen. I remember I was in the theater and I was so fucking lost, like, the entire movie. It made, like, no sense, but made a little bit of sense, but it made a little bit of sense to the point where it didn't make sense, and then I was like, I have to get the fuck out of here.
Before anyone says it, no, he does not use candy to kill people. I know, it would have been cool, I know. Candyman is this vengeful spirit with a hook for a hand that you can summon after saying his name 5 times in the mirror. So he's sort of like Bloody Mary, but instead of his name being Mary, he's a black dude, so there's gonna be people scared of him, ghost or not. Now, what makes Candyman so scary is a combination of things. First of all, the hook for the hand. On top of that, he can teleport, control bees, control minds, has an insanely deep voice, and scariest of all, he dwells in the projects. Now, I don't know if everyone watching this has a full understanding of how bad projects could get, especially here in the East Coast, but I do. In my city, there's plenty of projects. Now, I'm not from the projects. I live by a project, but I ain't from them. But what I can tell you from years of living near and watching and studying these things is that the projects are absolutely horrible. Am I lying though? Am I lying? Like, it may sound like I'm being rude, but even people from the projects don't want to be from the projects. This is common knowledge. The conditions of those things are damn near inhospitable. Y'all like that word? Y'all like that word? And the projects in this movie are worse than the ones that I've been in. They only add to the horror. These projects look like they got people taking dumps in the stairwell, crackheads trying to make $1 in the elevator. The ones I've been in only got piss in the stairwells and a few crackheads. There's levels to this. So when you add this environment to his already insane array of abilities, especially the controlling bees thing, that's bad. This one seems rather difficult, but I assure you, this one is easy. I'ma just do what I did when I was a kid and people told me to say his name. Nothing. I ain't saying the dude's name 5.
Wait, what was that? I need to see that again. That was from the
Just do what I did when I was a kid and people told me to say his name.
Okay, I don't know why that was so funny, but holy shit.
Nothing. I ain't saying the dude's name 5 times in a mirror. I might do 4.
I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Just don't say his name, and you win, right? You win.
Or just to pump fake it. But why would I ever do 5? That's ridiculous. Who in their right mind hears an urban legend about summoning a man with a hook for a hand who comes after you and thinks, well, I should probably do that. You gotta be off your rocker. I'm not saying the name. And I would love to do a scenario where I did summon him, but I just don't see myself surviving in that case. Cause it's not like you have to be from the projects for him to come after you. You could be in Cancun, but if you say this dude's name in the mirror 5 times, he's teleporting straight to you. You just got him a free vacation.
Yeah,
I'm not messing with this.
If you perform the ritual, you say his name, I'm probably cooked, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Have you ever done Bloody Mary? It's pretty much like that, but like, don't fucking say it.
Dude, I'm sorry. He's just too dangerous. There was literally a scene in the movie where this little kid went to go use the bathroom, and this dude, I don't even want to say, this dude Candyman hibachi this little kid's Johnson. What was the reason? I'm good. Candyman is easy. Dude, if I don't summon him. If I do summon him, I'm good. Like really, the only advantage you got against this dude is being a snow bunny. And I don't know if I could do that right now.
Long Legs, dude, I just recently watched this movie. Dude, I kind of forgot. I know he's played by fucking Nick Cage. Didn't this have something to do with like a doll or something, bro? Wait, did he just automatically skip Long Legs? Dude, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, we're probably dead.
And this is when we follow a crew of scientists aboard a spaceship who, after going to an unfamiliar planet, are infiltrated by an alien.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say,
this ain't your usual alien.
Let's just think about it here. You're already in space. You're going to a different unknown planet, and then the fucking alien, what are they called? Like xenomorphs or something? Fucking bust through your spaceship. Like, you're dead. You're dead. There's like no way that you're surviving unless there's maybe one of them, and then at that your chances are still pretty low. So
this isn't your gardener or barber or DoorDash driver. It's not Marvin or Roger from American Dad. No, these things are dark, scary, and contribute nothing to the economy. The Xenomorph, standing at 7 to 8 feet tall, bloodthirsty, insanely intelligent, extremely durable, and it got a mouth in its mouth. This thing is the real deal, and I'm stuck on a spaceship with it, with no place to run, barely any places to hide, and again, in the middle of space. Looks like I'm in a bit of a pickle now, doesn't it? But I just watched Alien Romulus the other day, and I learned a lot about our alien buddies over here. So while it may look like I'm in a tough situation, don't worry, Joe. I got this. So from what we know about these xenomorphs is that they're nearly impossible to hurt. Things like regular guns and tools don't work on them at all. Something like a flamethrower could work for a little, but not enough to actually put the dude down. And while things like high caliber guns and explosives do work, I forgot to mention the xenomorphs are like Magic Johnson in certain aspects. And it ain't the height, I'll tell you that much. They have highly acidic blood, so if you pierce their skin in any way, their blood is gonna start leaking everywhere and melting everything. So just like magic, we should probably avoid making—
I don't feel like that. I don't know. I don't feel like you survive. There's probably 1 out of 100 chances that you survive this.
This thing spill blood. So what am I gonna do? I can't burn this thing. I can't shoot it because of the ship. I can't blow it up. The right what do I have planned?
And that already is unlikely.
Foolish.
It's obvious. The only way to defeat this thing is to go back to its roots. You see, while they are aliens, xenomorphs are still similar to us in one way. They have a weak baby form. Granted, it's a very messed up and dangerous looking baby, but it's still a weaker form. They start off as face huggers. These little crab spider things that hug your face, and in order to evolve into the big dangerous version of themselves that I'm currently stuck on the ship with, these face huggers must impregnate? What the? One of my crewmates. And right here, during this weird process, is where I strike. If you know me, you know I'm not one to—
Aren't you in like a fucking trance state when it's on your face too? Just pumping its goo into your fucking throat.
Again, I cut my losses. You could call me a quitter. So the second I see one of my crewmates getting his face hugged by one of these things and potentially jeopardizing the safety of everyone else on board, I don't know. That looks like a loss I'm gonna have to cut. I'm sorry, it's the truth. That's the only way to win in this scenario and make sure no other lives are lost. I'm gonna look at my other crewmates and pull a— I don't think he's gonna make it, guys. we gonna have to put him down. And proceed to eject him and that ugly baby out the airlock. And I already know some of y'all about to say this method was inhumane. And you're right, it was inhumane. What you gonna do about it?
Oh my God, fucking Chucky. Even as a kid, I never understood how you could not survive that. It is just a doll. It weighs the same as a doll. I mean, granted, like, doesn't Chucky get, like, fucking dismembered and he's still alive? Okay, but that's fine. Just burn his ass. Like, throw him in the fire pit, bro. He weighs as much as an actual, like, plastic doll. How could you not just fucking... Assassin! And then... And then throw his ass on the fucking barbecue, bro, and have yourselves a grill out. Oh my God, this one is just easy cash.
We know who it is. One of the most popular villains in horror. You see his face at every Hot Topic and Spencer's. The killer doll, Charlie Chucky. If you've been watching me for a while, you might already know I don't rock with dolls. And it all started with him. This dude had a chokehold on me my entire childhood. Like, I cannot stress this enough.
True. Honestly, anyone that grew up in, like, the 2000s, the one thing that you were scared of the most was Chucky. It's just because, like, you as a little kid like to play with, like, action figures and shit, and then, like, you just see a glimpse of this movie and you're like, what if that happened? I would be fucked. But then, like, now, fucking grown-ass me, fucking big-ass Wang says, no, that guy's dead in, like, 2 seconds. The fuck?
You guys, this dude was my biggest fear. Anytime I would see this dude, he would have me sound like Courage the Cowardly Dog trying to speak. It was bad. Like, back then, my top 3 was Chucky, Heights, and Presentations. That was an immovable top 3. And it was like this for years and years and years. And one day I woke up and I realized this little is a doll,
yeah,
a 2-foot doll.
That's
I've literally been taller than him
bro.
since I was like 3. Yet he had this insane grasp on my mind for so long, had me waking up from Tsukuyomi type nightmares. To answer the question, of course I'm whooping him.
Yeah,
he's not Annabelle
dude,
or Brahms or any other demon possessed doll. He's literally just a ginger killer baby who cracks jokes every now and then and knows voodoo.
Yeah, okay, well, if he's got a gun, chances go down 10%. Well, 25%. Okay, get a gun yourself. The guy, oh my God, just one pistol shot. Even like the smallest pistol that you could ever grab in your life. Just one fucking pistol shot straight to the dome. Takes his head completely off. Immobilized. You're good to go.
A punch, a slap, anything will work against this dude. Maybe if I was 7 years old again, he would win because I was that thing girls keep me between their legs. But now, if I can't beat this little dude, tell my mama to disown me. I'm serious. Honestly, I'm so convinced I'm winning this. They could bring the whole army of Chuckies from the show, add Tiffany, and matter of fact, throw in one of them crackheads from the projects too. At least I will give them some sort of win con. As you guys can see though, a whole year later and these horror villains are still not hanging with me. Except him though. He got it. Comment down below any of the ones you guys think I was wrong or right about. Also, my next video will most likely be on fear, so comment down below your biggest fear, and I'll see if I put it in the video. And moral of the story?
That was a good video. That was a great video. I want to do more of these things, so if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. I will catch you guys in the next one.